Hi Virgo, I hope and pray all is well with you. Welcome to your March 2026 tarot message. Let's go ahead and get into them. This is going to be the most exciting month for Virgos. It is one of the most lucky months for Virgo as well as Capricorn. It's going to be the end of a heavy burden for you, okay? And crazy enough, Sagittarius could be very significant to your story. I don't know why this card is in here reversed because I'm only reading uprights and shit, and I noticed that it was flipped over, so let me go ahead and adjust it. But Virgo, this is going to be a really fun month for you guys because progress is going to be perfection, okay? And you starting off messy because you're like over analyzing is going to delay your blessing. So you become very self-aware early on at the beginning of the month. And March is the total lunar eclipse. And so you are a very sentient person. With Pisces opposing you, you're going to really like perk up and level up emotionally before like all of the other signs do. Maybe even Pisces too, because on the 20th is when we start to notice more of that energy. But for you and love, this is more about you recognizing where like emotion is what's going to unlock the momentum for you. And because you've been like really focusing on career growth and like trying to get something working for yourself to make sure that you're financially stable, maybe even to keep a relationship or something like that, I feel here that this is going to be peak momentum and growth time for love and romantic relationships. Be mindful though, Virgo, and how this comes out for you because the Most High is deliberately saying that you won't have both. So this is either going to be like a huge career month for you or a huge surge in love, okay? And this is not like me being funny. Look, it's even clarifying itself and saying you're either going to be in the Two of Cups, bitch, or you're going to be in the motherfucking Nine of Pentacles and secure in it, like true Nine of Pentacles. You could even be preparing to receive that 10. Okay, so that's wonderful and exciting for you because I feel like a lot of you guys, it might be that a lot of you may have had to wait for divine timing in order to receive that 10 of Pentacles. Okay, but you do have that full moon in Virgo that's going to affect your energy quite heavily too. But I feel like you're not going to be really mad obsessed with it. It's going to favor you, like I said. And it's because, like I said, there's relationship progress. It's like someone meets you halfway with real effort, especially if you were like concerned about a relationship, if you were on the rocks with somebody. Okay, this is really significant. 99. Okay. These two nine nines is very significant. You may receive two signs or symbols early on in the month that determine or let you know what you need to do in a very important relationship to you. But there's something here about Allah reporting the motherfucker. I said report instead of important. Okay, that's how I know. But I'm getting this vibe here like maybe somebody's a businessman, a businesswoman, or you have your own business, but they affected you in some way, shape, or form. But I'm getting here like you're getting the validation and the recognition that you need to go ahead and figure out what you're going to do. Okay. For those of you guys where this is like closer to the ending of a cycle, be mindful here of being honest because some of you guys, you're going to learn that like some parents, some people that you wanted to like respect and love this connection for you, they've always been in doubt. Okay. And I feel like when you have people and you're in like some sort of like conflict like this, they're going to tell you something that confirms something to you this whole time that maybe you were rushing, okay, or like you weren't really ready or you were forcing something, and it's what an inflexible motherfucker. Like there's going to be something directly obvious if there's a relationship that's not working, because Allah wants everything to work and flow in your life. So even the things that aren't, going well, you're going to see why things are unplugged, why things are not going well or something like that. An organization is something that stressed you out, and there's something related to the finances, education, work, payment, home, or schedule glow up that's going to help you to feel like you can have stronger boundaries towards people. Okay, because you're just not overgiving, you're too busy to overgive. And I'm also getting a vibration here that you're just not going to be feeling taken advantage of. There was something here about this power play dynamic situation here where it's like in order for you to get your self-esteem up to keep this relationship working, same sex, it doesn't have to be though. You had to focus on you before you took all of this like energy off onto your counterpart that you really adore, admire, and are really feeling, some of you guys, okay? And I'm also getting like, let's say if you really recognize that you're not feeling this person, but you find somebody that you really do feel in this month. take it for an example, okay? You're going to be quickly cutting some shit off and then getting into something new. Like, it's that fast for you. And I feel here that you're not going to compromise a second more of your life for a motherfucker. The 999 is really significant for you guys. You get that confirmation, like I said, a little bit later, that's going to help you to determine and make that final decision, that final action. You know, it's that final nail in the coffin. But these partnership upgrades is going to lead to practical wins and quiet empowerment. This quiet empowerment comes because I said, like, not overgiving your energy is going to make you feel more empowered, more secure, especially with your emotions. If you were in your luteal phase going crazy or something like that, you could find a remedy, or you could know somebody who has a great remedy to whatever you've been experiencing if you've been imbalanced. Okay. I'm also seeing here, especially if you were like prone to seizures, or if you know somebody who has like a huge prone action to seizures or something like that, there's going to be something that's going to heal you or help you in the future, because somebody's going to learn that it was, sorry about that, somebody was like dealing with a huge heavy illness or sickness or something like that. Somebody may be coming to support you from a hospital. If it's not you, it's you doing this to somebody else who may have had a seizure from a medication that has something in it that's not good for them. Like, if they know that they have an ailment, they didn't know that this thing was actually going to make them even more ill. Like, one ingredient in it solely is what I'm seeing, from what the Most High is showing me. But nevertheless, moving forward from that energy, what's the last card? You have the King of Wands in the reverse. Somebody who's selfish, sly, and they believe that their looks is going to take them far, isn't getting what they want or what they desire. Okay? Your affirmation for this month says, progress comes easily when I allow myself to begin. Okay? I feel here that you may have somebody here who is forcing their way in, maybe even trying in work or business, trying to take some sort of like, they're trying to make a soul, situation where you contributed seem like everybody did the motherfucking shit. I'm also getting this vibration here. You just prefer a simpler pace of life. Truthfully, a lot of honey is going to help you significantly this month. And it's going to attract a lot of opportunities the more that you do some honey healing and protecting your energy. You had somebody here who was almost like not well, not doing well. Okay. This is also somebody here who didn't think about a situation realistically before playing it out. This is like somebody who starts thinking about all of the what ifs and the commotion and shit, the realistic stuff, after like a couple of years of marriage and shit, and they're like barely sustainable and keeping themselves together, and they may have even made fun of people who they thought were in less than better circumstances, but these motherfuckers were realistic and not sadistic and trying to force some shit that's really not meant to flow. And I feel here, I don't know if this is you that's like in practicing self acknowledgement, or if this is like you taking this out on the motherfucker who put you in a predicament in a circumstance like this. Because I'm seeing there's going to be something that comes in better in one's life once they leave a player like energy, once they leave somebody who's disharmonious. Be mindful if this is like you waiting around for somebody to pay you financially. This person here may be out of work, or they just lost a job, or they're trying to put on a good front and they're like barely scraping by. Okay. This is also like what you need to know about a person. Sagittarius male is very significant in Leo and Aries, but it's mainly the Leo and the Sag. This person may come to you making it seem like they're well-to-do, and they could have some sort of position that would make them seem like they are, but like there's something here about like them needing extra clothes, them needing a place to stay. Like they may even need to borrow your shower when they say that it's just your motherfucking, they might make it seem like it's just to use your bathroom, you know. It's like they want to use the one downstairs, but then they turn that motherfucker to the one upstairs, like a big ass shower. Got steam and everything from all the warm water they trying to take up. Like a damn mess. Pondering a growing guilt. I'm also seeing this as be careful with somebody here who may have tried to play you into being a fixer upper. If you were trying to hire a mechanic for an affordable price, this motherfucker is going to give you more of a problem and an issue than appeasement. Okay, they may even pick up or find, oh shit, damn Virgo, it almost feels like these are like home problems and stuff like that. And you want to make sure that you have a good and solid partner. And you might find out somebody don't know nothing about nothing. Be careful of things like that, especially if you feel like you need somebody who knows something in those areas because you feel like you don't. Because I'm seeing it's like two motherfuckers who feel confused and don't want to get played, and so they don't know if they should trust the person or not. But this feels like somebody who might fuck something up more and then try to charge you more to recover it. Like, I'm so serious. It's like I was seeing somebody who's like around a furnace or something, and they do something like they use a tool and they mess it up more where like tons of shit is just flowing out, and they like, oh fuck. I kept hearing was, oh shit, oh damn, oh fuck. And they trying to all save it. It's like two people, a husband and wife, standing around trying to stop the incident from getting worse. And then it's like a day later, after this exhaustive energy comes up, then they want to like hackle you with some sort of problem. So be mindful of that, because I'm seeing here, like, and if you need to go or decide, it's the woman with the no in her motherfucking, she's kindly got the flowers, respectfully, we can be kind as we kindly reject this motherfucker. Yeah, but this is just totally giving me that vibe that somebody is truly untrustworthy, and you may need to be mindful of like who you're investing in. Some of you guys, this is also not, encouraging you to go with that person that's going to, immediately charge you an arm and a leg. Okay. But this is just saying like, be mindful, make sure that you know somebody's like credentials and stuff like that. Because they out here playing, and I feel like you don't have time for it. Citing a clever critters, signal and duck hunter, attempting a secret strategy. You have seagull and duck hunter. 9 and 10 is going to be really significant for you. Those days is also going to be really significant. Those numbers, the number 9, 18, and 27, like the duplicates of it if you're playing a lottery too. Those are going to be your lucky numbers this month. But I was also getting here, you may be like wanting to go ahead and have a destination site that is set up or planned for you, because you're like going to be mad stressed out over this. And I'm also seeing some of them, they may have been affecting the budget when it came to a vacation, and how you connected with a person and why this relationship came up as being urgent. Like, they over here trying to fuck with your love life, especially if you're somebody who's a huge romance, you prioritize your relationship. This is definitely saying there was a situation, even a repair was trying to get in the way of your romantic relationship, Virgo, okay? And I feel here that you may need to like acknowledge that and express that with one another so that you can figure out, what the fuck else is going to have to GTFO, in order for you to like sustain this. Especially if you're like one of those people um, who's dealt with people who tried to split you up in the past, okay? I'm getting here, you have jealous people that are going to be coming up between the 7th and the 13th, being naysayers in your life, in your romantic relationship very heavily. Be mindful of who you are socializing with and around, okay? Also be mindful of who you celebrate your children or your loved one things with. You're going to stop inviting people that you thought were close to you because they're in competition with you. Okay, sweetheart, these are people here who are in competition with you and they want to cost you something, all right? And I'm also getting here that a lot of you guys are going to be recognizing, like maybe where you spread your business is not solely where it stayed. There's something that gets exposed in the month of March related to a not so loyal person here. It feels like a friend messing with you, conning you, not being honest about something, you finding out the hard way that, like, let's say you wanted your mom not to know something, your mama knows it the most, okay? And it's going to like kill you with the shit when she tells you, or once you could be at a gathering this month. I'm seeing a group of women who are cooking, and then it explodes out where like the person who's not supposed to know is the one like with the info and mad, you know loud about it. So you may choose to like separate, stay away from these people, and start to choose to focus on your health. I literally saw somebody who was stepping away and going to like focus on prioritizing meditating and then working out right after. And I saw a woman taking a deep breath, sitting down after meditation and starting to work out after this. It's like somebody gets really upset or embarrassed or let down because they trusted somebody here who is not cool with their information. Also be mindful of who you're giving your information to in general. There could have been somebody here that you thought was trustworthy. This person has had it out against you since you've had some sort of change in your life, okay? Yeah, you could be learning of this, but I also feel like this person here had every goal or intention set to do this towards you. I'm also getting here, you are focusing on these things, especially if you're in school, if you're getting like a doctorate of some sort, or you have some sort of goal to like step it up in some way, shape, or form. This is like seeming like the only way, or you feel energetically at this time, this is like the only way that you're going to get some sort of like elevation recognition at work, or you're going to get a promotion. For some of you guys, you just feel like there's something here where you're not able to keep it together unless you go back, or you do something, you get something. Okay. And if you keep investing that time and stop like focusing, I'm seeing, I'm not going to be like false with you. I'm seeing some of you guys, you did something that like messed up the opportunity for you to have like some personal study time, because you started implementing a dog, then it became a woman, then you were supposed to kick the woman out, but then you had a child, and then you had another baby. It's given that type of vibe of like something you were supposed to do versus what really happened. And still doesn't stop the goal though, and it still doesn't stop the fact that you can do it. It just feels like it made it a little bit harder. And now with all of these conflicts here, you have somebody who may have helped in contributing here, who's not wanting to help you to take care and remedy some of these issues that you're going to be like having to sweeten up towards in order to get them to put in this effort. Okay. Some of you guys, that is what this relationship is going to be until you find out, like, you know, who your true partner is and what's supposed to come from this. And that's not me trying to like force, you know, that karmic entail here. But every time that I have looked into specifically Virgo's messages, those that are married that are watching my stuff, they say that most of you guys are in karmic relationship, and you're going to learn like a couple of years later. So I'm sorry, but I'm not. Okay, because truth be told, you're going to find that better person is going to be more calm. Maybe this is the month for some of you guys. I was told that some of my Virgos did have a divorce from a fuck person, and they're meeting that new person. So congratulations to those of you who are doing that. I'm seeing that you have a lot more harmony that comes in when this good, you know, healthy person, this stable person comes into your life, and maybe even a re-encounter with that jealous person, but you have some sort of restraining order by that point in time, where you start to get one or learn that you will need it. All right. But those are your messages, Virgo. I hope and pray that this resonates with you. If it did, like, share, and subscribe. I would love to read for your energy. I pray that you all take care, that the energy treats you well this month. I love you and stay blessed. Take care.